What would you little maniacs like to do first?
Good morning. It is Sunday at 9:33 a.m. We're going to start assembly of the tower. Oh my God, was I not recording this whole time? It's great. I just spent the past 45 minutes explaining something and didn't press record. So let's cover what I did. That's epic. So, I mounted the 3640. I put in the Elbox riser card. This is an arbitration bus board that allows the PCI to talk together. Gives you 5 PCI, 6 Zorro 3. The power LED and reset switch plug into the mediator board itself. The single wire hard drive light plugs into the standard Commodore spot. You have a P9 cable from an AT power supply that powers the arbitration bus board and normal Amiga 4000 connector. This is an AT power supply, like I've said before. You can also repin it because it's only the standard cables of an AT, minus the addition of one 12-volt. It also gives you standard Berg, standard floppies. These are the hard drive mounts that I just stabbed myself with a piece of metal. They mount in here like so, and like so. So if you're going to use an actual hard drive, which I plan to do, you have to mount the hard drive to one of these first, and then put it in here, because you can't take the back plate off to get to the board. Well, you can. It folds down. I'm going with this drive because I had a hard drive cable attached to it. And this is a IDE Diamond Max 60 gigabyte ATA 133 from Maxter, 2004, 30th of August. Alright, so I went with this way. Now I'm going to pre-flight check it before I get stupid. That's much better. Hard drive does not spin. I don't know if any of this works. We have a screen of gray, and like it's not working. That's too long. RGB is in. Unplug the data line from the hard drive. See if we get a kickstart screen. Don't know if that drive's good. Guess I should have tested it after I mounted it. Kickstart comes right up. Okay. I could have swore this hard drive worked. It worked the last time I used it. Let's get this out of the way. Forget that hard drive for now. Double mouse button and see if it shows the board. Okay, expansion boards. Working and working. Holy gods, the mediator board and its mofo are, the controller are working. Whew. Could it be the cable? It could be. Could it be the drive? I guess I'll try another drive first, like the compact flash to IDE, but I can easily see what it's doing. Light comes on. It is checking. Okay. Hard drive light is booting something. Apollo control, Apollo flash, Apollo floppy. It's 11 o'clock. I have to go cut the grass. I'll be back. Okay, so I didn't cut the grass. I didn't feel like it. Hooked up the external GoTech and forgot that I have to put a jumper all the way in the back on the DF1 is 880 on J351. If you don't, your high density will just be DF0 and you'll never have a DF1 because it doesn't know and it's dumb. Boot options, yeah, DF1. Use that please. Boot. Does it work? Install 3.2 is in the drive. I think my jumper is still set for DF0 is external and I have to take this mother effer apart. Yep, be back. Okay, so I managed to reach my meat mullet up in there and put DF0 back on. I had to unplug the P connector from the Elbox riser board. This needs to go somewhere safe, like in a bag or something, so I can at least get it inside. So we'll shove it all in this anti-static bag, because that's safe, and just pile it up here, because that looks good. Riser card is in, everything is set. So we have life on the old girl. We're going to go install the DF1 saying unreadable. I don't know what's going on. I got some cable. I don't know. I got to figure that out. This is 3.2. I'm just going to do HD tools. I want to see if this compact flash card is going to be nice. First, we're going to check the information because I'm still on PyStorm, so it's scuzzy.device. Important to check your stuff here. And I can limit the logical units to 1. That way I don't have to scan 800 things. And information failed. Don't care. And we're going to guru. That's great. I'm stepping on something sharp. Little things. It's the little things. Life has happened. But so 891 swap I did. That was successful. I brought the RAM back to life and made the unit not do the diagram weirdness. Special thanks to Mr. Tristan for that. Thank you, brother. Kavanaugh's for the video deck upcoming. You are an incredible benefit to us all, and I greatly appreciate all the hard work that you do for everything. Alright, third time's a charm. I'm just going to run it. I'm not checking any information. I just need to see if the hard drive works. This compact flash card is kind of large, so we're going to see. It's running HD Toolbox. Lows and everything else, depending on what's going on. Here we go. What do we see? Does it yell? SCSI address unknown. Change drive type. Define new. We're going to call it drive depth. So RAM : drive Y. So I don't want to save it on this disk. Reconfiguration. Okay. Size 30 gigabytes. Great. Okay. Okay. Saves it in RAM so it doesn't write it to the disk. Supposedly. We're going to partition this drive. Of course. Delete. We're going to slap this down to, that's good, 3.5 gig, DH0 bootable, advanced options, 65 buffers because I'm feeling nice, change, block size 4K cluster. Perfect. Looks good to me. Okay, save changes to drive. I'm not doing the second partition at this time. Does it auto pop up or does it bitch? It does auto pop up. Let's format said disk quick, because it is an SD card. _ system. It's just something so when I have it installed in the, I can read, it's just the volume name, not DH0. So, quick format, yep. There, PT 4000 system. So I went in UAE, it doesn't mess up my other one that's called system. Should I just install 3.2 off of ADF? You gotta cut the grass, dude. I just want something that boots. I don't have a CD. If I had a CD and it would be instant. You're going to ADF this? Oh, God. F you, glow icons. I don't like you anyway. You're ugly and your breath stinks. I'm a magic workbench kind of guy. Alright. A4000 desktop. Proceed. Modules. That's why you choose intermediate, because you have to choose a modules disk if you don't have the matching ROM. It'll put all the right devices that are on the ROM of said version into your hard drive so you can run an old ROM, even like a 3.1 or 3.9 or whatever you want. As long as you have a modules disk, you're good. From another day, it's hailing golf balls outside. Probably gonna smash everything I own. Long story on this, it's the next day and I stayed up way too late. And as you can tell, I got RTG and I'm using Amiga Explorer over Ethernet with the Xsurf because I couldn't get the PCI stuff working. I did get the Voodoo working, so that's that. It's RTG only, so I'm using Amiga Explorer to get my networking done. SMB mounter, SMB1, SMB2, stuff like that. So once that's done, I'm going to copy eyebrows, which I already got eyebrows. I'm copying AMA SSL so I can surf the web to get to AMANet to get stuff. Long story. Yeah, could I build it on WinUAE? What's the fun in that? This is retro. We got to do things. Look, it's 1994 in my basement at all times, and I live in that moment. So I just do things stupidly old and slow. Not always, but I get into the mode of I'm just building this. I'm just doing this. And next thing you know, I did the whole thing on real Amiga. When you launch Amiga Explorer or Ethernet, you just get it like, oh man, sorry. That's my stuff. Like, all right, so I'm gonna copy Tiny Launcher. It's 113K. Copy it to RAM. You'll see it pop up here. La 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 la. Go right over to the Amiga. I'll just launch Opus, and RAM will load. And there's Tiny Launcher. Just unpacked it. Great. So that's kind of where I'm at. I got Amidoc from 3.9 on there. It says 3.2. Haven't done anything of anything yet. Just getting it set up. Gotta go faster. Live 2, built by our famous builder, Mr. Kavanaugh's. If you're soldering this, dude, it's epic. Looks like hot plate. I don't know how you do it, because I can't even see that stuff. Nonetheless, you guys building it. Incredible. Oh yeah, that's close as hell. But that's cool. It's RTG, so all RTG Amigas take a little bit longer to boot than normal Amigas. So I have a Xsurf, original Xsurf in the top. This is a Sound Blaster Audigy. This is a Voodoo 3 PCI RTG now. This is the arbitration bus board. Gotta go faster from Live 2, 256er, plus my 16, plus the 2. What do we get? Does it work? Boom. 280 megs of fast RAM now. Woo, that's great. She needs more power. We're gonna deck her out. What the hell? Where's my name? That's great. So 25 megahertz browsing the web is kind of like dial-up 1994. It's all for a sound card that I've been effing with for hours. Hours. It's now 6:15. It sees it, but it doesn't see it. That means let's take a small break and regroup and come up with a new plan. Let it all cool down. Let the video deck screw up. We're close. Pimping ain't easy. We got Eagle Player finally working. We got the RTG finally working. Now, what I had to do is this. I'm going to turn this pickle. I'm going to unplug this for a second. The 9:22 p.m. This is a pain in the butt. This board was pushed too far back. It kept popping PCI cards out. So my 3DFX card here, Voodoo, would work for like one time, and then you go and it would pop out. I ended up taking the mediator out, putting one screw in behind the ground where normally the bolt goes through. That pushed it forward just enough where I put the other two screws in. It put it in there straight, and now the card sits like, it sits in there. It's not popping out. It's in there flush. So that's just the one video card. Now I have a Gotta Go Fast Live 2 board here. It only works in this slot. If I move it anywhere else, the bus arbitration does not work. I have a Xsurf original behind me. This is a 5-volt ground that it's going to use for a fan. You know what? Let's just go down all the way. Hell with it. It'll just be warm down here. Alright. Hopefully the Xsurf works in that. Yeah, it's pretty warm in there. I'm going to have to get some fan in the front here somehow, some way, shape or form, and blow air across this to cool it. It's RTG only if I have any Aven Mode Pro stuff. Like the good old days. Had all sorts of crazy issues. Tried sound blasters of 3 different kinds and AHIs, and it works. Let's see, is networking working? Is networking working? Come on, baby. It's not done booting. Intel outside. There we go. Okay, now we're up. So we'll do SMB mounter. Double click. Yep. Amiga drives work. I browse. Does have my name, but it also has my email address on here. Registered to Dr. Chris. $48 for that damn thing. It was $43.99. Crazy. So there you go. Eyebrows is registered to me. It's got my personal email address on the end of it. I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to eat dinner. It's 9 something night. Package in today from Mr. Kavanaugh's. It's been about 3 or 4 days since I poked on this, and inside a new DAC that he was able to procure. 7120. Hell yeah. So I gotta take this thing apart. they're these long pegs. There's 3 of them. Either this case is tweaked or something is, I don't know. On this one right here, I stuck a screw in it. All the way flat. And that touches the back of that ground plane. Doesn't hurt a thing because it's all metal. And that allows this to stick out just enough to where it compensates for the case torque. And it works. Now, right here is my socketed video DAC. Ta-da! One pooped out, dying video DAC. Mr. Kavanaugh was kind enough and sent me a bunch, so I sent him something really special.
Something really nice.
That's it. Big mess on my desk. If this works, I should get a video signal without it warming up. Yes, sir. We are back. Instant rock and roll.
You son of a bitch.
Thank you, Mr. Kavanaugh, for that. Holy crap. You saw before, had to warm it up, reboot it, warm it up. All this stuff. Thank you so much. Should we go harder?
That's what she said.
We got it working perfectly. It's a 040. Everything's working. Now that the DAC is replaced, it boots instantly without diesel motor syndrome. It did work. Sometimes when it felt like it. When it eventually got nice and warm, it would function fine. So I'm going to throw this away. I don't want to. So you heard it hit the can, the trash can bin to the Eurozone. Holy crap. I really wanted to use a hard drive in here. Why, Chris, would you use a hard drive when solid state media is so much easier to WinUAE your stuff? I like the authentic experience, and it's always 1994 in my basement here, and it makes me feel younger, even though I'm not. Here's an issue if you have problems with SSL and it says AMA SSL is too old. A lot of times in our libraries directory, libs, you'll have AMA SSL whatever .library. Delete all those. AMA SSL now has its own library subfolder in its directory. That way when you upgrade, and it'll just fix itself. If you have any old AMA SSL libraries in libs, delete them. When you install a new AMA SSL, it references everything from the assign it makes to that directory. I can't get the sound card working. Sound Blaster said no thank you. Me and Mr. Jack Kalk from Pints and Amiga were on a video call with Mr. Alex. Hey guys. And we chatted about, life, solve the problems of the world, the Illuminati, the Brotherhood. You traveling, man? I got the same sound card as him. I also tried the audiology, several others. Can't get them working. I don't know if it's drivers. This is all, Elbox land is new to this old fat guy. We're still rocking off of Paula, which is totally fine for what I'm going to use it for. Now with the snap of my fingers, cable managed too, the best I can. Gave her the old Thailand tuck around the 040. Don't Google that word. For today's endeavor, we're going to use the Christian band Slayer. Their album, God Hates Us All. It's a good family album. One, ready to rock, RTG. Elbox, Power Tower 4000D with a Voodoo 3 Xsurf, original Xsurf card. Live 2 gotta go fast, RAM 256 meg, 3.2 on a 314 kickstart. We're going to upgrade this more in the future. We do have some USB stuff coming from amigastore.eu in Spain, and we're going to continue that. So that is all I got for now. Thank you guys for coming along on this ride. Click like, subscribe, whatever you'd like to do. That's fine by me. If you want to help me continue saving these, please consider joining my Patreon. It helps me fund all the parts I need to fix these things. That way I can keep doing them for free. Thank you guys for coming along on this journey. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something.
do you know from funny, you bastard?